went up into Oregon, got to see Mount Hood and the beautiful forest of Washington, and drove through the northwest part of America through Wyoming. Had a wreck in Wyoming. What a great time that was. Iowa, Wyoming, Nebraska, down into the heartland of America, over to the East Coast, into New York and New Jersey, and up into New Hampshire, and even as far north as Maine, and even in going up into New Brunswick, Canada. What a beautiful, beautiful nation this is. I've flown over a lot of this country. I've been to several places, and I can tell you, even the deserts of America are beautiful. This country is absolutely gorgeous. It's like the Garden of Eden. It's full of life and vegetation. They're not going to stop until all of that's gone. In Genesis 19 verse 27, Abraham got up early in the morning to the place where he stood before the Lord, and he looked toward Sodom and Gomorrah, and toward all the land of the plain, and beheld, and lo, the smoke of the country went up as the smoke of a furnace. Abraham probably remembered what that land used to look like, because he was there when Lot was looking at it and said, Uncle Abraham, that's pretty good ground. I think I'll choose that. And he was watching the smoke just arise up from a distance. And everything that Sodom and Gomorrah used to be is gone. God told the Israelites, Deuteronomy 23, there shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. Stop right here. Along with the effeminization of the man in America, we have succeeded in turning all of our daughters into whores. They watch Lady Gaga. They've watched the whores in rock and roll and in film and in the music industry and in everything. They've watched these people for years. And that's what it's turned our daughters into. This is America. This is how it is. And God said, not my people. No. Not my people. We shouldn't have it that way amongst my people. God said no. So you remember what God said about Sodom. That it was like the garden of God. It was beautiful. Life was everywhere. Well, here's a picture of the southwest area of the Dead Sea where Sodom was. I don't see any life there. I don't see any little animals. I don't see any water there other than the Dead Sea, and you can't drink that. I don't see anything there. That's what the Sodomites succeeded in accomplishing in Sodom. That was the end goal right there. They're not going to stop until every breath of life is taken from this country. Deuteronomy 29. And that the whole land thereof is brimstone and salt and burning, that is not sown, nor beareth, nor any grass groweth therein, like the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, Admah and Zeboim, which the Lord overthrew in his anger and in his wrath. Even all the nations shall say, wherefore hath the Lord done this unto this land? What meaneth the heat of this great anger? Then men shall say, because they have forsaken the covenant of the Lord God of their fathers, which he made with them when he brought them forth out of the land of Egypt. I had a thought just as I got ready to record Joel chapter 2. Blow the trumpet in Zion. Buddy, I'm telling you, I am blowing the trumpet right now. I'm warning. Those of you who are watching, I am warning you that this homosexual movement and this iniquity of fornication and deviancy in this country of every kind, it will not stop until they have accomplished the idea that they're going to turn this nation into rot. That's what they're going to do. And I'm blowing the trumpet. And sound an alarm in my holy mountain, let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong sea. This is not just two gay guys that want their way. This is spiritual. There hath not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. Verse 3, a fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. And then listen to this. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them. Before them. And behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. They're not going to stop until everything is dead in America. They won't stop. Where does that leave us? It sounds like I'm giving up. Well, not totally. Not totally. I don't think that righteousness will prevail the way it is in this country. The way, let's say the 50 United States joined together by constitutions and by a common idea that we should live free as Americans and live righteously. I don't think that is going to exist for very much longer. There's just no way. This judge overturned the will of the people. It's going to go through the courts. They're not going to stop until they get their way. So mark it down. Whether it's this time or some other time, they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop until they and I don't know that the November elections is going to solve this problem. I don't think so. Am I giving up on America? America as it is now? Yeah. Yeah, we're just breathing borrowed air is what we're doing in this country. We're already living on borrowed money, and let's look at the financial part. Really, there's no way. There is no way that we're going to pay off the debt of this nation. There's no way. There's no way that we're going to cut all the programs that need to be cut out of the country's budget in order to fix our financial problem. It's just not going to happen. There's too many people that are sucking on the vine of government welfare in this nation for it to dry up. It's just not going to happen. There is going to be a revolution in this country. The political situation is not going to be fixed. Remember, this judge that overturned this thing, Ronald Reagan put him in office. He said, here you go, judge. Okay, you do a good job. And boy, did he. Okay, the political situation is not going to get better. In fact, now we have the federal government suing states. We have the states going against the federal government, and the whole House is divided against itself, and it will not stand. The morality problem in this country, people are not going to wake up one day and say, you know what, I probably shouldn't wear these clothes because they reveal too much. It's not going to happen. This is deep-rooted. I just got done watching a documentary on Woodstock. You remember the 3-day rock concert that took place in 1969. What an event it was. I see it as a uniquely spiritual event, a part of the transformation of America. So this newfound freedom that people have, this didn't just wake up overnight. This goes all the way back. 40 years in this country. It's been working on being brewed in this country. So we're not going to wake up tomorrow morning after having elected new politicians and maybe even a new president that's a moral conservative. It's already gone too far. So the America that is now, I don't have any hope in. I have no confidence in. And I sound like I'm being defeated. But the world's version of defeat and God's version is two different things. I'm a citizen of America, and I love my country, but I know where it's going. I'm also a citizen of heaven, and I know where I'm going. 2 Corinthians chapter 2. I want you to look at this verse. And you're looking at a guy that I just believe the Bible.